Team USA's quest for gold got off to a great start with a victory Sunday over Serbia, obviously led by Nikola Jokic, a three-time league MVP over the last 4 years in the National Basketball Association, by the way. Kevin Durant led the way for Team USA, coming off the bench, draining his first 8 shots, 5 of them from three-point range. Durant was the 5th player off the bench for head coach Steve Kerr, who, by the way, again, did not elect to play Celtics superstar player Jason Tatum. I'll get to that in a moment, but first, I want to give props to the one and only KD Trey, the one and only Kevin Durant, the 2-time champion, the 2-time NBA Finals MVP, the 1-time league scoring champion, one of the most prolific scorers the game has ever seen, and a surefire first ballot future Hall of Famer when his career is ultimately over. He didn't play in any of the 5 exhibition games because of that calf strain. Obviously, they were very, very cautious in letting him play. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to put in a proper perspective. We ain't seen the brother play. He ain't playing any of the exhibition games whatsoever, okay? And this brother comes off the bench, okay? And in the first half, 21 points, hits all 8 of his shots, including all 5 of his three-pointers. That's what Kevin Durant did. That's what he did yesterday, okay? And so obviously you're looking at him and you're looking at his resume because in just 17 minutes of play, this is what he did. 23 points, 89% shooting from the field, okay? Team USA was a brilliant plus 17 in the first half, plus 20 for the game with him on the basketball court. And this is a guy that didn't enter the game until 2:23 remained in the first quarter. And this is what Kevin Durant did. He's just that special. 11 points in his first 4 minutes on 4 shots, okay? A three-pointer, a two-pointer, okay, another three-pointer, 95 seconds after he made another 3. That's what he did. This is who Kevin Durant is. Him and LeBron James, because LeBron James had 21 for the game. They combined for, to make their first 14 shots, 7 of them from three-point range. So that was spectacular in and of itself. KD and LeBron were the first Team USA teammates to score over 20 points in an Olympic opener. But this is Kevin Durant again that we're talking about here. And you see LeBron there, 27 minutes, 21 points, 9 of 13 shooting from the field, 7 rebounds, 9 assists for crying out loud. This is LeBron James that we're talking about here. Let's go back to Kevin Durant, though, because we understand what Team USA is supposed to be. We understand the favorites that they are. We understand that they had some tough matchups in exhibition competition. Started off slow against Canada. Beat South Sudan by just 1 point, okay? Blew out Serbia, but nevertheless had some interesting competitive matchups going up against them, and we understand what that was about. But they didn't have Kevin Durant. When you have Kevin Durant, it changes the complexion. He's a 3-time gold medalist. He's a 3-time gold medalist. He's going for a 4th, ladies and gentlemen. That is what he is going for. If he wins his 4th gold medal, he will become the first male athlete in Olympic history to win 4 gold medals in any team sport. Do you understand who we're talking about here? That is who we're talking about with Kevin Durant, okay? And I'm looking at it. His Olympic career, averaging 19.9 points on 54% shooting from the field, 51.6% shooting from three-point range. That's the Kevin Durant that we're talking about here, right? He's recorded the 3 highest scoring averages in an Olympic Games at 20.7 points per game in 2020, 19.5 points per game in 2012, 19.4 points per game in 2016. It's who he is. He was named the MVP in Tokyo, where he led Team USA with the 20.7 points per game. Kevin Durant is spectacular. He's spectacular. Now, Carmelo Anthony, let's not forget his name. He's got 3 Olympic gold medals. Give him props where it's due here. But there's only one KD. And if KD is in the lineup at 6'11", with LeBron James, with a Joel Embiid, because he was starting yesterday, okay, even though he was booed profusely by the French crowd because he could have represented France instead of USA in the Olympics, and he chose to be with Team USA, so people didn't appreciate that. But I'm just looking at a bunch of things right here, and we understand what Team USA is supposed to be. Kevin Durant is one of those dudes. And maybe, just maybe, and I had to think about this, I had to take a moment to think about this, because let me tell you something about Kevin Durant. When the Golden State Warriors beat the Boston Celtics and Steph Curry had captured his 4th NBA championship and his first NBA Finals MVP, I went on the record and saying, it's sad, I'm not saying he deserves it, but Kevin Durant is going to be known more for the guy who left Steph Curry to join Kyrie Irving than he'd be remembered for being a 2-time champion. Well, you know what offsets that to some degree? If the brother ends up catching a 4th Olympic gold medal, particularly playing the way that he played. Because when you see Team USA struggle, And then you see Kevin Durant get out on the basketball court and play the way that he plays, and all of a sudden it's a lopsided contest. Now you start looking at Team USA and saying, this is what we meant when we said, who the hell gonna beat them? Because I'm looking at France with Rudy Gobert and Victor Wembanyama. They ain't giving up layups. You got to hit perimeter shots in order to beat them. Well, guess who can do that? That's KD. I'm looking at Canada with Shea Gilgeous-Alexander and the Dylan Brooks and the R.J. Barretts of the world and others. And I'm like, who the hell? I mean, they could beat a lot of people, but not when KD's on the floor. With a LeBron James, a Joel Embiid, and the rest of the crew. That ain't going down like that. I'm just looking at it. I'm looking at Serbia, and I'm like, what you going to be able to do? I don't know how much. You share the basketball. You play selflessly. You rely on movement of the basketball. Don't make a difference when KD's on the court because his length and his athleticism also enables him to be an elite defensive player for you as well, not just a scoring machine. Not to mention the fact keying up on him potentially frees up shots for other people. So I'm looking at all of those things, and I'm saying this is what we expect. With KD on the court, if healthy, there's no reason on earth that Team USA should not run to the gold medal with relative ease. I don't give a damn what anybody says.